Alright guys, what is going on? Xbox Maniac Redefined, and welcome to another Call of Duty video. This is some SNR on the map, Stormfront. This is a game that is pretty much the repeat of the game that I just posted, but that's okay because at least they're different, and it's not combat training. But it's very weird because I usually get good games on this map, and I don't know, it just seems really weird. Second thing is this was not recorded. What happened was I had my Elgato running, so I wasn't actually recording because I thought this game was going to be bad. So I stopped recording about after. So I had 10 minutes of the game, but the video is going to be 9 minutes. But before, when it was 10, I had to trim off some weird what do you call it, the parts where I don't need to record, like the lobby and stuff like that. So it turned out to be a really weird game. I'm sorry if it's weird, and as well as I had people talking too, because if I was actually trying to record, I would have muted everybody in the lobby. So if you hear anybody, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to turn down the game volume pretty low. Game volume is not really that important. That is why I want to try to keep it low. As well as just because the voices, because there were some people on here that were fighting and it was annoying, and they were little kids, and you know what I mean. It's just really annoying. But in this video, I want to talk about the next generation consoles a little bit, and talk about why I'm not really getting one or any. So I guess we're gonna get into it now. So within the past 2-3 weeks, the Xbox One and the PS4 came out. And both of them are good consoles. They both have their disadvantages, advantages, blah blah blah. I'm not going to get into that. But I kind of want to talk about why I'm not going to be getting any. I'm not going to be getting the PS4 nor the Xbox One. And that's what I want to explain today. First of all, the prices of them. They are the PS4 is $399. And the Xbox One is $499, so making the PS4 $400 and making the Xbox One $500 with taxes and all that crap. Or if you're ordering from online, you get the shipping charges and all that. But yeah, the prices, I don't want to have to shell out that much money for a console, unless they go down in price to like $200 or $250. I may go buy one. But for Christmas, I'm going to be getting a gaming PC, so I don't really, I don't need that type of console. So I'm gonna put a picture of my gaming PC. If you're gonna see it soon. It is a very ugly PC. It is not that deceiving to the eye. If you look at it, you will think it is a piece of garbage. You will notice that. But really, the insides of it, the guts of it, is absolutely incredible. But I don't want to talk about this now. I may talk about my computer in a different video, maybe like some Team Deathmatch, just so it's a little bit shorter. So yeah, so I'm getting a PC for Christmas, so I really don't need an Xbox One because I'm gonna try to get some games for my PC. So that's kind of just useless there. And what's really weird is that you have to pay for the Xbox One and as well as for the PS4. Now I don't know if that's real. I just had a friend told me that. I don't know if that's real or not. But paying for two, I guess that's good because it's gonna limit the amount of kids on them. Because if it's free, it's kind of good there because the kids just get off playing online, blah blah, for free, which I guess is good, but bad at the same time for us. And yeah, next thing why I'm not gonna get one is because of because my Xbox runs perfectly fine. There hasn't been that many problems with it. Actually, there hasn't been any problems with it, knock on wood. It's been running perfect. Haven't had the red ring of death, and I had it for 2 years now, and it's been fine. If my Xbox were to break down or get the red ring of death or anything among those lines, I may go buy an Xbox One. But I probably wouldn't, because since right now probably the Xbox 360 is going to go down in price from from 500 from what it used to be 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's gonna drop down in price to 250 to 200 depending on, I guess, where you live or whatever. So I'm probably gonna get one of those if it ever breaks down, because right now it's perfect. I got the cheapest one for 250 with the Connect and with the 4GB one, and then all I did was I put my Connect in my basement, and then I got a 250 gig hard drive. So really, it was well worth it because it runs great. You get the extra memory, and I don't have to pay 500 for the full 250 gig console with the headset and blah 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 blah, all that. But I'm kind of rambling off here. So as in general, my Xbox runs great, so I don't really need to go buy one. Now, I'm gonna have to say this is my last reason, and then after this, I'm just gonna probably just babble on about random stuff. Is the games that you buy that you have for Xbox 360, they're not compatible for the Xbox One, and same goes with PS3. If you have any PS3 games, they're not compatible with the PS4 games, and that really struck me because I thought that you could actually use your PS3 games on it, because if you could, I would probably get one for Christmas or get one for my birthday, possibly. But they're not, so you have to get the same games. You have to buy the same games that you already have, but for Xbox One or PS4. So, but what I've heard is apparently you're able to, like, trade them in, so you can go to, like, EB Games or GameStop and go in and, you know, trade in Battlefield 4 for Xbox 360, and you could trade it in for the Xbox One or whatever. And, like, there's a trade-in fee of, like, $10 or something like that. Which I guess it should exist, because I'm sure those the game retailers would earn a lot, pretty good revenue from that. But I don't know. It just really struck me that you couldn't use your games on that. Like people with like 600 video games, you're gonna like bring in a huge duffel bag of them and bring them into EB Games, saying I want every single one of these games for Xbox One, please. Like, I don't know. It's just really weird, but it's smart at the same time because they get to earn extra money. So yeah, we have 2 minutes left in this video. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be getting the gaming PC. Most likely it's going to be happening. That I'm not too sure if I'm going to be getting that exact same one that I put a picture of. I'm not totally sure. It may be a different one. I'm still debating. It's only still November. I still have plenty of time to think about it. But I'm probably gonna end up getting that one because it has, you know, all the good specs that I need. It has the specs that I'm kind of happy with, and for a good price. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for the specs. For the Xbox One and PS4, I'm probably not gonna end up getting one. If I ever get one for free, I'm gonna use it, but most likely I'm just gonna sell it for $500 on eBay or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry that the gameplay here was pretty repetitive than the last video, or not the last video. Was it the video after or something like that? I'm not too sure, but sorry, and I'll try to get a new gameplay soon. And if you hear any voices, I'm sorry. All right, that's it, and peace out.